I'm Shayne. Only a few years ago, I was overweight, unmotivated, and broke. But I turned my life around, starting with my health. That led me to build Brain AI, using artificial intelligence to create freedom and new opportunities. Now I'm working with an elite team at Vault Syndicate, a trading company that helps people grow their wealth through smart, data-driven strategies. My name is Shayne, and welcome to the Braincast.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another awesome podcast episode. So, I have the honor of having Shayne Valinsky here on the podcast. And I mean, this guy, world traveler, serial entrepreneur, and he's coming to us from the Philippines right now. So, a little bit of a time difference. And if you see any jet lag, don't blame it on him. But happy to have you, man.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So you are the founder of a company and a service that we utilize called Brain AI. So before I even attempt to cover what that is, why don't you just give everybody a backstory on who you are, how you got into the AI business, and like what you did before that?
Okay, well, I'm Shayne, as Jake's just said. I come out of the construction world. I have about 20 years construction management and ownership of business experience. Came out of landscaping, pools, rebar, kind of a good blend of everything. In my background, I've always been pretty much an entrepreneur. I started my first company when I was 20 years old and made a few mistakes, of course, along the way, but that's how we learn. And I've learned a lot and led me to starting an AI company through the real world, actually. The platform is a school that I am a member of. And when the AI campus launched in there, I jumped on it right away and never looked back.
Yeah, man. And we'll dive into a little bit more of like the specific service that we're utilizing your company with right now, and then really how that helps. But I want to unpack something real quick. So you would be surprised how many people that I meet that have like a trades or a construction background, regardless if they're already running their own business or not, but then transition over to business owner of some sort that has like a commission or something else. And I mean, I have seen that work ethic carry over to being an entrepreneur, and it is amazing the amount of success that I wind up seeing some of the guys like, because I grew up in the skilled trades business too as an industrial electrician after I got out of the Navy. And I was just talking to another guy that I had on the show last week that runs a plumbing education center. And so like the skilled trades has a way to just like instill this work ethic in you. And then once you realize like the whole trading time for dollars and kind of getting capped out, it's like, all right, I'm going to take this same work ethic and find a way to apply it to something that's like massively scalable. Do you resonate with that at all?
Yeah, 100%. I think what it is when we're young, the easiest thing to utilize to make money is our body. But as we get older, we want to transition more into using our brain for obvious reasons. Like you said, the money caps out. If you work for somebody else, you're building their dreams and not your own. So it's a pretty easy transition to see, okay, the boss makes this much, but I'm doing all the work and I make this much. So what am I doing here? Why not do something else? So it's a pretty standard thing, I think, for all the trades guys. Plus, we all start out working 12-hour days. It instills a major amount of discipline and hard work into you, which carries forth into whatever ventures you go on to next.
Yeah, I always joke when everybody says, "Oh man, you get into real estate for all the free time and the flexibility that you have." And I'm like, "Yeah, you mean the 18 to 20 hour days that we work and the weekends and everything else? Yeah, tons of free time."
Yeah. No, it's not about free time. It's more about maybe working, like I said, more with your brain and less with your back and your body.
Yeah, because I think we all get to a point where we just start to realize, kind of on the same topic you're saying, like you're only able to do so much with your body. And I know up here, everybody always still feels like they're in their 20s or 30s. But after you hit that 40 and 50 and 60 age span, you're like, man, I'm not as young as I used to be.
Absolutely. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it sometimes just after, well, you and I both train a lot. So I'm in the gym every day. And every once in a while, you just lift something wrong. And then you feel, damn, am I getting old? I used to throw this kind of weight around and now it's hurting me. So that's just the nature of aging.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's dive into to brain AI, and I think this is a good segue because you're talking about being able to like actually use your brain to be able to scale and grow a business and everything like that. So I'll share my experience that we've had with your guys' company thus far. So you guys have the ability to utilize AI agents for different service-based industries to really provide a solution for whether it's like outbound contacts, messaging management. And I'm sure I'm just only going to scratch the surface based off like how we developed or how you guys developed the solution for us. But I mean, it's really been a game changer because I usually like to teach our agents like it's all about prospecting, talking to new people, getting new people into your network. But similar to what we were saying on the skilled trades and construction side, like you're only able to do like a one for one exchange on that. And so if you have a method or a system that's able to duplicate your efforts, and then you're able to just jump into that part of the process whenever you do have any kind of inbound lead or anything like that, I mean, it really starts to provide a solution that makes your business more scalable. And like you're putting a certain number or level of effort out, and you're able to actually quantify what you're going to get on the back end. You want to dive in a little bit deeper into specifically what you guys are able to do and some of the other solutions you've been able to provide for other businesses?
Sure. So we'll start with our AI phone agents. We That's something we do for you, as you know. Um, what they can do is they can take any inbound calls, 100 at a time if need be, and they speak all languages at the same time. So in this day and age where everybody is immigrating everywhere, that in itself is very handy. And it can also do outbound prospecting. We have it going for a company in Dubai where they get like 50 to 100 leads a day. And they had an office manager that was manually calling all of these people and experiencing the problems with different languages firsthand. They came to us, and we're able to make all of those calls for them every single day and hand them between 3 to 10 qualified leads that are ready to make purchases. So that's the phone agent side of it. We also have an SMS side of it. So if people have a large database, such as real estate companies, auto dealers, basically anybody who has a large database of people they've worked with before, that provides us a warm opening to send out SMS and basically reopen these people to being clients again. So they may have been clients 10 years ago and you may have lost contact with them, but they would remember the name. So when we reach out, we are able to send 10,000 text messages a day.
That's
And
wild.
it's a sheer volume game at that point. You can imagine like one in every, say, 2,000 people right now might be looking to buy or sell a house. So by doing it the volume way, we're able to reach those people that no human could ever keep up to. Some of the newer things that we have is the reviews agent. The review agent is able to immediately contact customers after they've purchased or done business with you and get them to leave a positive review. In today's day and age, reviews are very, very important. And it's not only about getting a positive review, it's also about converting negative reviews. So someone might not have had the best experience with your company, but they haven't expressed that to you. So when we reach out to them, they might say, "Oh, yeah, this, and this went wrong. I would rate them a 2 star." So we're able to then go back to you as the customer and say, "This client had this problem. Can we fix this for him immediately?" You can fix it, turn that 2 star into a 4 star, which Jake, I'm sure you can attest to, makes a huge difference in your business because one negative review has the power of 100 positive reviews. And finally, we have an SMS agent that, or sorry, a social media agent that is able to post across all social medias on a schedule. So we come up with posts based on your industry and what's going on in your industry and what's hot in your industry. And we post it across all socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything you need. So that is hours of your day that you don't have to worry about, and your business is always posting. And we can post up to 5 times a day. It doesn't matter, and it's always great content. And we can even add a visual hook or a video hook if you provide that to us. So those are some of the things that we are doing right now for many clients around the world, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, man. I think that a lot of the old heads around these days, they want to not utilize or think that AI is like not necessarily taking over, but I mean, it's kind of like when the internet came out. There's people like, oh, that's a fad. That's not going to be a big thing. And like being able to have different solutions that you can utilize in your business, I mean, it just makes everybody more efficient if you can find a way to implement these things. And I know for us, one of the things that I haven't publicly spoke about yet, that you guys have been doing behind the scenes for us is I built my primary business on cold calling. That just the daily grind of talking to new people and building your database, potentially finding opportunities to close some deals. But there's so many people in the real estate business that just like that's not their game, and they don't have the reps. They hate it. The fear of rejection is like at the top of the list next to death and public speaking. And so what you guys have been able to do for us is really kind of create an AI cold call platform that will allow the agents within our coaching and education platform to be able to utilize that to practice cold calling on an AI agent. So that way you can just get the reps in without really having to have any of that fear of rejection. Instead of having to do it the old school way like I did, where like every call, regardless of the result, I just looked at it as, every call was training for my next call. But
Yeah,
this, you have the ability to remove all the fear of rejection, which is pretty powerful. I think it's going to be a great option for a lot of our students.
for sure.
Well, cool, man. So where do you see AI eventually getting to, since you're kind of on the other side of this? Do you have any inside information that you might be able to put out?
Well, every business should be working with AI. Every parent should be teaching their kids to learn AI. I think in the very near future, the businesses that don't embrace this technology will go out of business due to their competition working with it. Um, I think we're going to head towards not only just the AI models, but every home will eventually have a robot in it that will walk around and be your cleaning lady, be your chef, cook, clean up after you, watch your children. I see a world where we're moving very quickly towards it. It is a little bit scary when you think about it, but it'll be like it'll be like owning a car. At one point it was thought unheard of that everybody owns a car. Now it's almost unheard of that you don't. So that's it's the future that the world is barreling towards at top speed, and I think everybody needs to embrace it. And I think it's very important for the next generation to be learning it early and getting used to working with simple models like ChatGPT, learning the capabilities. It's not just about making cool cat pictures, and it's just capable of so much more through
Yeah.
prompting and through what you use it for. Like I use ChatGPT as a personal assistant. I talk to it every day. I give it long prompts, like full paragraph prompts for it to do a lot of things for me, and it does those things.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I think is the most fascinating about AI is that if you have a sales team, if you're doing kind of outbound lead generation, like you remove the emotional aspect out of it from anybody that's on your sales team potentially, because there's going to be sales folks that are having a slump. You know, they have stuff going on at the house. They're worried about being able to pay the mortgage this month. They're not hitting their quota. Like if you have a machine that is technically doing all that for you, like you remove all of that. So you don't have to worry about if they're tired or hungover on Monday or any of that nonsense. Like they just
Yeah.
go out there and execute. So I
And it
think that
also doesn't matter to the AI. If they got 500 no's in a row, they will approach 501 with the same vigor that they approach the first 500 with and probably get the sale there. Whereas a human, we we tend to get down. Like it's hard mentally to say go through. I'll say you have a list of 500 people and you're at 490 and you haven't gotten a single positive response yet. That plays on you mentally. Whereas
oh yeah.
AI doesn't have those kind of emotions, and it can just cut through all that for you and get you to the people that are interested in your business.
Yeah, and let me just speak to the fact of if anybody watching this like is like, man, I can spot a robot on the phone. Like I know, like you don't know. Because when I first spoke to the final version of what Shane's team produced, like I was like blown away. I'm like, man, this is a legit person that I'm talking to. So like the level of technology of where it's at, I mean, it's absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah, Jake, and I'll add to that a little bit. AI companies are a lot like auto companies. You can buy a Ford or you can buy a Lamborghini, and they're completely different products. So just because you might have spoke to one AI company and their eye was very robotic, that doesn't necessarily mean that all companies are the same.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely do
We
your due
like to think
diligence
of
if you're shopping
ourselves
around.
as the Lamborghini.
Yeah, I love it. Well, cool, brother. I appreciate your time, man. How does anybody go about trying to find you, get hooked up with you, learn more about your service, see if there's a solution that you might be able to provide for their business?
I'm on every social media. Brain AI, BRAYNE.com is available. You can go on there, get my free ebook, which will give you a full playbook. If you're not ready to implement AI, maybe you just want to read the book and get an idea of what it could do for your business, and possibly even use what's in the book to try to implement it yourself. Or you can call me after going through it and decide maybe I'd rather have the pros handle that. Uh, Everything is available, and you can find me personally on every social media platform as well.
Well, good stuff, man. Anybody that's watching this, definitely reach out if you guys have any kind of service business or if you're just curious about what AI could potentially look like being utilized within your business or industry. Reach out to Shane and his team at Brain AI. It's BRAYNE AI.
Yeah,
So yeah, appreciate having you on today, man. Definitely look forward to everything that we're going to continue to do together. And I can't say enough good things about you.
thanks, Jake. It's been a pleasure working with you as well.